is where the loss occurs. So you can see the reflection. It's like, I don't want to say it's an OTDR. It's not an OTDR, but it's a first line of trying to isolate where the problem area is. And you can physically locate where the problem areas are for multi-mode and for single mode. You have different losses or different devices. Okay? So you can see, for example, the measurement it made and it sees a break or an error. It will give you also a recommendation of exactly what is happening. All can be documented. Okay? You can see, for example, at the first launch that we do, we see at what length it occurred, how much losses we have. So you can see threshold. If you set a threshold, you know you are overpassing that threshold. Then you can do the next link. So it goes to the next portion. It will measure. And you do further analysis. The next one. So it's step by step, it will go deeper and deeper into the plant and try to figure out exactly where the problem is. Okay?
Just before you go to the last section, the beauty of these tools, these small tools, that normally companies having multiple technicians in the field can't afford to have too many OTDRs in the field. Like imagine you have 10 technicians. Can you afford buying 10 OTDRs? If yes, thank you very much. You are a great. Thank you very much. Well appreciated the business, but consider the fact that really you can't afford it. What to do? Normally we've seen in situations like this, companies having one OTDRs or maximum two. But what are the tools that technician can have? Like at first responders, paramedic. When you call 999, I need help. They send you the first paramedic who can help you get to the hospital. And that's exactly what we do in these kind of small tools. We help the technicians to figure out how severe the problem is. If the problems look like a severe cabling problem, then the technician who is the first responder can call the boss, we need OTDR. See, it's a serious job happening here. Or boss, it's not cabling, it doesn't look like cabling, it might be a different thing. So from these decisions, from these small tools, you can figure out quickly what's wrong, and then call the big guys with their amplifier codes to come and do the analysis and do the job. So just I want to add that comment on top of that. So why do we have all these products? Depends on your knowledge, technician knowledge, how fast you need to respond. You have a contractual commitments. All these you can immediately show face, do a certain result, get a certain action, and get the guys who are doing the deeper action, the deeper troubleshooting into the field.
Mike, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You said like with Versiv you can test FTTH system, with DTX you can't. Can you throw a little bit?
No, see, Versiv, the fiber module for the Versiv has the capabilities to test single core dual channel. So that means if you have a single core with two wavelengths, it can measure both. So that means you can test any FTTH implementation here.
But we don't test splitters. When you
That's
go
what
on
I was,
splitters,
yeah.
I got your question.
Yeah.
Splitters is not our field. It's not Fluke's field. It's purely telco. So whenever you have point-to-point, you need to do a single port measurement to point-to-point. With the Versiv now, we can do wavelength.
Yeah, like CCTV. Okay, documentation. One of the biggest problems that we see wherever we go is the lack of proper documentation. Fortunately, Fluke is a leader when it comes into documenting and unifying all of your results into a single document. With multitude of testers that we have only a single software. You can feed in all the information into the software which is called Linkware. Version 8, by the way, is out as of 2 days ago. So you can upgrade your Linkwares, which will support your existing product, and then reverse it as well. So you will be able to document, give professional quality reports, which can be stored. As I said, multiple devices can be supported, even our legacies like DSPs and then microtest devices, all that toys, it can be supported still. And the formats, we follow the 606A standard for labeling, and so we are fully compliant with that. So you can categorize buildings and so forth. You can upload from from your labeling system, you can upload the data into our devices, like DTX or Versive. So all the standard, we are fully compliant in that retrospective. You can see these are very, very important for record keeping. We generate the PDF automatically, so you can have an electronic version as well. End-place certification, which I mentioned, you were asking for, right here. Sorry, but you can see it up there. Channel results, you can see this is for every single fiber wavelength you can test, measure. Liquor stat, which is very, very important for project managers, is very critical, because what we can do is we can get statistical reports on the total project performance. For example, I did 25,000 links or 30,000 links. How many of them passed? How many of them failed? How many of them had this much links? How many of them had that much insertion loss? You can see the performance of even your workers. For example, you can get the output of specific installer that did the installation to see how he did when maybe in the morning he's punching really well and in the afternoon he's not punching so well and you need to replace him. So all these things can be done in the Linkware stats which you used to buy before. Now it is part of our package free of cost for you. Okay? And these are the type of reports that we get. For example, next performance on the total number of links that you have. So it's a normal distribution. How many of them had 2 dB? How many of them had 4 dB? All these things you can see with this report. It's very, very nice. Please use it. It's there for you. It's free of cost. Okay? Fiber handbook, it is in your manuals or in your pamphlets. We have already provided you. The electronic versions are available. This is very good reference guide for you to understand more about fiber optics and what I discussed today. Please go through it. It's 57 pages. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk to you for 3 minutes about our promotions. We have a promotion which is called 551 Beam Maker. If you have any 5 old testers and you want to get the new tester, you bring your 5, you buy 5, you get the 6th one free of cost. That is like 20% discount. So if you want, you can bring, let's say 5, or it can be a combination. Let's say you have 2 micro tests and you have 5 DSTs. You bring it in, you give it to us, and then you, let's say you want to buy 3 Versives and you want to buy 2 DTXs, or you want to buy 5 Versives. You buy those and you get the 6th product free of cost. Okay? So it's called 551. And believe it or not, we have gathered a lot of devices. A lot. It's a very, very good promotion. The other promotion that we have is the trade-off program for OptiFiber Pro. So if you have old OTDR, you can bring it in and you can trade it in depending on the model that you can pick up. It can be from $2,000 to $3,000 cash value, which can be toward the purchase of your new OTDR. Then there is another one which is called the Say Yes campaign. Anybody knows the price of a single mode module? Reference price? $9,000 for who of you which you don't know. You buy a 1800 with a multi-mode and gold support, and you get a single mode free of cost. That's 60% discount. So that's an excellent package that we have called this one Say Yes campaign. You buy a 1800 with the multi-mode and the gold, and you get the single mode, $9,000 free of cost. Okay? Then we have another program which is called the Customer Loyalty Program. If you have purchased any device plus the gold, like a DTX, within the past 30 days, and you want to upgrade to Versive, we will give you 80% of what you paid for back toward the purchase of your Versive. Some people were complaining back there that we didn't know Versive was coming, but this promotion is there. Furthermore, if you have purchased your device up to 365 days back with gold, you will get 40% cash back toward the purchase of the new device. So whatever you paid for it, we give you 40% back, and you can use that to purchase person. Not a bad one. So we have the customer loyalty programs, we have the Say Yes promotion, we have the OptiFiber Pro promotion, and then we have the other promotion that we just discussed right now, the trade, the 559. Okay? So all these promotions are there. Another announcement I would like to make is, as of 2 days ago, we are able to provide you calibration services for the fiber modules, and we can trade it in between, or we can do the basically calibration and give you the calibration calibrated device in 48 hours, working hours. So that means don't give it to us on a Friday and expect to get it on Saturday. No, working days. We'd like to rest also on the weekends. So this is new. We are the first company who has been allowed to do this out of the company, Fluke Networks company environments. So we are now able to provide you this kind of services. Not yet. This is they are testing it out, see how the performance will go, because a lot of people will have to wait 1 month for the unit to go to the US, get calibrated and come back while they have tests. So as a support, we as Synergix used to, whomever we could, we used to give them fiber modules free of cost so their testers will not fall apart. And or testing does not fall apart until their unit will come back. Now we are able to do the calibration right away and give it to them immediately. Okay? But you need to have gold support. There's a catch to it. You don't have gold support, you don't get the privilege. You have to wait. Unless you buy the gold support, then it's a different story. But if you don't have gold support, so these are the value adds for the gold that basically mentioned. Questions? Questions? Got tired today? Was not informative? Was too much? Not enough? We have also CCTT training courses for those of you who are interested. It's a 2-day training course. It's a paid training course endorsed by Fluke Networks. You have to pass the exam to get certification from Fluke. So it is mandatory for you to do the exam will be recommended. Once you go through that training course, you get your hands on and all the things, all the theoretical applications, everything we do live for you in 2 days. 1 day fiber, 1 day copy. All right. Yes. It depends whether you have a tester or not. If you have a tester, it's $800. If you don't have it, it's $900. Because we have to supply the test.
And if you have gold support, if you're a gold support owner, there's a discount on it also. So that's one of the added values here that we have. So it's a multi-benefit when you are a gold support owner. Yes?
So can you have a calibration if you're not a gold support owner?
Sorry?
When you buy a calibration, it's not a gold support calibration. It doesn't lay under the same.
Gold support covers multiple features. Okay, so in the culture of Fluke Networks, to get the support, you need to get a gold.
Yeah.
And gold is you get repairs, you get calibration, you get spare
But
parts.
you cannot get calibration alone without gold support, yes?
In principle, no.
Okay.
No. There might be some areas where yes or no, but it's subject for special conditions. But gold support is the mother of all the support.
I will explain to you further about this. You can get, there's a couple of conditions. Number one,
We're not doing calibration.
in order to do the calibration, you need to show proof of purchase that you have bought it within the EMEA region. If you can provide it, we will provide you calibration. You have to pay for it. If you have gold support, then the calibration and repair is all free of cost. Or on top of that, then you can utilize the promotions that we have. You can get 24/7 support directly from US. So it is a direct tag. You have access to the knowledge base. All these things are available. Yes.
This promotion, why we're not, just receive the seminar? We don't receive it.
Check your emails, please.
Sorry?
I send over, our company sends to 11,000 people 2 emails per week. And everything is there, and also it's on our website as well.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you don't dump our email blast to the junk, you will see it.
Just before we move on, there's one nice video that I will share with you. I will leave the questions till the last, after we finish this one. So, what we're talking about, I heard a quick question. Can we do calibration? Yes, calibration can be done, but there's some important thing. Our calibration centers are the only centers that can calibrate and repair any component, whether it would be an OptiFiber, CertiFiber, DSX, DTX. We can only do it. If you go for any Mickey Mouse lab, we will probably tell you you're not calibrating it. We have cable vendors here in the room that they will not accept your calibration unless endorsed by Fluke Network's calibration centers. How we verify this calibration center? First thing first, the date of the calibration of the unit is only changeable by Fluke Network authorized service centers. So whoever is telling you I can calibrate, sorry to say, is getting your cash and giving you nothing. You simply pay some thousands of dirhams by simply getting a nice fraud paper from that calibration center. So to calibrate, you need to have a gold support. Gold support can be redeemed, meaning you can calibrate or you can service it, your equipment, by any certified service center of Fluke Networks around the world. You can do it in Dubai, you can do it in Netherlands, you can do it in the US to calibrate and support on the gold in our service centers, but it's all based on gold support. And according to company policy, gold support is given to owners of units who are purchasing from the local country, from the local region. Don't expect an Indian or Pakistani or Chinese DTX to be supported by gold here in this region. We won't support it. We will try to ship it back, return it back to where you have bought it. Even if you bought it from the US, even if you bought it from wherever. You bring it from South Africa, you fly with it to South Africa, or you ship it to South Africa, calibrate, repair it, and return it back. That's the policy. We will repair and service only equipment sold in the region. So this is the company policy. So I'll jump quickly to this video because we talked about Versif. There's an important feature about Versif which I needed to show it to you, which is project interchangeability within the Versif. Looks like it's getting hungry. It's not hungry now. No, this one will wake up. Christian Schiller is talking here. I won't comment. Whether it's my laptop, it's Microsoft, PowerPoint, it's the whole presentation. Nevertheless, I think we move to the next topic and then I'll come back to this one. If that works now. We'll move to the next stage, so I'll fix that till we finish from the other stuff.
The scope of this video is to understand the concept of projects.
Christian Schuller.
How to test again and fix later, how to coordinate testing and consolidation of test results from multiple teams, basically how to consolidate for 100% acceptance, and learn by hand-on examples. Versif's result management is different from any other tester and offers a unique feature set. Only in case of a pass, the user is offered a button to save the results. In the case of a fail, the user is offered a choice between retesting or temporary saving for fixing at a later time. The benefit of this concept is that no failed links can be forgotten or missed during a later fixing phase. Let us look at a real-world example. 2 testers are used in one project. Towards the end of the project, only one of them does cleanup. The other tester and team is needed in another project. Both teams need to test 100 links each. At the end of the day, John's team is facing 5 and Peter's 3 failing links. The goal is certainly to achieve that 100% of all links pass. Peter's team needs to move on to another project and transfers the entire project to John's unit. John first troubleshoots his own 5 failing links and then deals with Peter's 3 failing links. The project is now 100% completed. In the second example, once again, 2 testers are used in the project. Towards the end of the project, the second tester will help retesting and troubleshooting links. At the end of day 2, Peter has achieved 100% passes, but John is confronted with 5 failing links. In order to help completing the project in time, Peter will help by troubleshooting 3 of John's fails. John moves 3 of the failing links into a mini project named Help. Peter imports Help into his Versif, then troubleshoots and retests these links. Afterwards, the 3 fixed links and results are transferred back into John's Versif. The project can now be reported as 100% completed.
So that's exactly what you see in Versif. The capability of Versif, capability of exchanging data in between people, in between teams. That's the biggest core values behind the project's platform on Versif. So whether you want to transfer the whole project from one tester to another tester, or transfer the configuration of the project from tester to tester, split the project between people, between 2, 3, 4 people, all of it can be done. And only what we need is a USB memory stick. You stick it in the Versif, you do whatever you want, you take that memory stick, plug in another Versif, and do whatever you want. So we are making life a lot easier with the Versif, with projects, and I don't want you to leave today without this video. And it's very important before lunch, so that's the video that probably will click at the end of the day. So thank you for coming. I leave the stage for Mike. And
I have one last question before we go for lunch. How many of you know what is an iPad mini?
Huh?
Shame on you, you don't know what's it takes us, I don't even know what's an iPad mini. Good. Okay, we're going to do a draw. We have 2 draws from the Apple Corporation. So
it's not sponsored by Apple, so it's
sponsored by us.
It's our sponsorship, not by Apple. So
okay, for those that you know do not exist, you want to try again or you want to
whoever has lost his chance. Sorry.
So first one is iPad mini.
I go for Willard Clues.
Oh, good.
Willard Clues works for Omega Systems UAE. Okay, congratulations. And sorry?
Before he fell.
Shuffle. Shuffle. Mahmoud Ibrahim.
So while you try this version, you can listen to the music also.
So you can keep on enjoying the music. No, but even with the verses. So with the verses, we have the same technology in the DTX that you can have the earphones, you can talk to your mate at the other end of the device. So it's very, very important. So even without GSM in areas where no GSM is there, and before players, we've not reached to that level of luxury in that equipment. So we want you to stay focused on what you're doing rather than focusing on enjoying some dance in the field. So,
Thank you again for spending time with us today. We'll be hosting you for lunch as well.
Yep. So thanks again on behalf of Fluke Network Synergix International. We would like to thank you for coming in today, spending the time with us. I hope that the event is beneficial for you, was beneficial for you. If you still have any clarification, we are at lunchtime available. After lunchtime we'll be available, and whoever didn't get my contacts or the gentleman's contacts, please do so. My cards are there, and hope the future will be more versatile with Versus. Thank you very much.
Thank you.